To the Witch's Road! Let's go! So, yeah. Welcome. And if you've been noticing, I've been leaving some stuff I've been excited to watch about to this. And you might be wondering, how much can I talk about this? One, I want to talk about a bit. I'm still going to include this in non-spoilers, which is basically sort of my feelings. And when I'm talking about spoilers, I am also going to talk about because I watched Screen Rant. And Screen Rant theorized a couple of things when the episodes came out, which I liked. I like watching those. When you watch someone alongside and you theorize and you like go, maybe. So, but I'm not going to talk about that until the non-spoiler section. There's a lot of people who are still called by certain names that aren't revealed. And I also want to talk about the editing in this. Especially in 2 episodes, and a couple of people have done a back-to-back, which I absolutely love. And I think it's really interesting. And really exciting. But yeah, this is really good. I know a lot of people have said, that Marvel has gone a bit downhill. And to be fair, as a person who I legitimately have watched everything, I do get it. She-Hulk, even though I like it, I love She-Hulk. I understand. It's not the greatest. Well, I don't love it. I like it. I think it's really funny. I like that sort of symbol. I do get the other stuff. I do get, like, that some people... I do see why some people are like, okay, it's not as good. I'm fine with it. But, like... Besides, like, some specific stuff, there's not really an edge to, like, I absolutely hate it. But I do love this. This is amazing. This was good all the... I know a lot of people say maybe the episode's going to be swapped. I'm fine with it. The way it was, I'm fine with it. Because you have... Actually... So... For starters, when I was watching Screen Crash 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they constantly said that Teen was Billy. And I was like, Joe, fair, that's fact. And I was like, Teen was Billy. And when you had the reveal of Teen was Billy, I think episode 5, it's like, I was right. Not I was right, but it was right. I saw it. I was like, actually, like, yes. And when you get episode 6, which sort of shows a bit of like episode 1 and 2 of them, 1 in the fake episode from a real perspective, and 2 a sort of like getting. I think they show a bit of like they show up to like, but showing the illusion outside from episode 1. It's not from episode 2. Why am I talking about? But showing it from the outside, and some people have done a side-by-side, which I find is really interesting. Definitely in the interrogation room, the difference of like what Agatha at the time is hearing to what is actually being said. I love that he was like, Joe, I feel like you've cast me as like this no good teen that doesn't have anything to do with the crime but still has something suspicious. But you totally miscast me. I love that. I love how funny it is that like he's almost talking about like media roles. It's like, you've cast me as this role. And I just love it. Because he's realized, oh, you're just sort of casting me, and it's like really funny. Because I don't know if that's sort of like a slip of like him realizing that he sort of knows that, well, he does know that somewhat, the spell of like how the town worked. And I like that he's like being like, oh, you're being cast. Like he's like, there's a detective series, and it's like, oh, I'm being cast as like this no good teen who isn't involved with the crime but has done something else suspicious. And I like the side by side, and I like how interesting that episode is, looking back at episode 1, and then looking and sort of like fixing all of this sort of stuff with being like, oh, this is what was happening. And I like how you say, he says William Kaploff, which is Teen's original person before he died, before Billy went into the body. And then afterwards, when Agatha says, say it again, because Agatha can't hear anything, but I don't know if Billy knows about sigils at this point. So he just says it differently, because I feel like it's interesting that it's like, no, that's not it. I'm Billy Maximoff. And I love it. It's like, no. And says the other name. I don't know if there's much of a difference. I don't know if you could, like, maybe, like, see the mouth move and there's a difference. I like it. I also like that technically William Kaploff was the person who put the sigil, but no matter if they said either one of the names, both of the names were covered, and I love it. And I like that, like, all of that is really interesting. All of the story I love. I find it so exciting. And then obviously, you get, I don't know exactly what episode it was, but you get the episode that is about being out of time, which is Lilia's trial. Because there's so many episodes that's all like, yeah, Lilia's trial, which is the episode's out of order, and I like stuff that's out of order. It's really fun, where if you do it in some fun way, and you get a whole interesting look of the whole series, and this is the moment where it's like, oh, Rio's death, and that image is that you constantly see the cards throughout the episode. You get to see the placements of like, oh, this is like one of the tarot cards, this is one of the tarot cards, and this and this and this, and like absolutely like it. And I also like, it's like, do you remember me? It's like, I absolutely like that episode. Like, it goes back and forth, and when it's like, you kind of realize, and I like sort of when Jennifer says she said herself, she's the Green Witch, because she said that, I think, in episode 4. Because the trial isn't free, person dies, we need another Green Witch. I'm not a Green Witch, I'm more like the Green Witch. We have like this, it's like, no, okay. Again, it's just so fun. And then you have the next twist at 1, Billy made the road, which is exciting because you sort of figure it out by like when you go to his house and you get to see a bit of his roof. You're kind of like, oh, where all of this refers to the road. What's going on? You kind of get hints towards that. And then when Billy, because I feel like that's a moment where they sort of like hinted towards it, and then it's like, maybe. But the moment it actually happens is at the like sort of like second to last episode, where it's, oh no, and then when you get the reveal that, oh no, it's Agatha all along, the Witch's Road was just Agatha all along, and I find that amazing, hilarious, and so sad, because you see her backstory and you see like, you also get like, oh, why do you let them believe that, which was in one of the early episodes, just after like Jennifer was like, oh, the Green Witch, and it's like, because the other thing is worse, and it's about like Scratch died because like she didn't do the spell that she did, and it's so messed up, it's so dark. There's a bunch of theories about like how he didn't see the body, but it's so dark. This show, and also I'm interested, because some people say there's a free trilogy of this. Wonder and Vision, Agatha All Along, and the new Vision Quest. But I am so excited for both. This is really interesting, and I absolutely loved the series. I enjoyed it. It was so fun. It was just absolutely 100% worth it, and I do 100% recommend for you to watch. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, I hope you liked, and Good night.